Hi guys, welcome back to Geezer Grills. Today, chicken kebabs. Do you know what I mean? Nice and easy, happy days. But what we're going to do is we are going to try two different ones, both from Angus Oink, because you do know I love a bit of Angus Oink. We're using a Cuban, which I've never used, which is meant to be spicy. So we've got the honey chili, which I do love, which is not too spicy for me. Do you know what I mean? But I've got to give this a go. So I've got 4 chicken breasts there and a couple of little chicken mini fillet things there as well. We're going to go half and half with the Cuban, half with the honey chili. You know what I mean? So we have a little bit of a dance up. La cucaracha, la cucaracha, la 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 la. Fucking silly sod. Right, I want to get these marinating, so they're going to be marinating probably for about 3 hours a day before I cook them up later. All right, so very straightforward. I'm just going to cut these bad boys into chicken pieces, because they've got to go on skewers, do you know what I mean? It ain't fucking rocket science. And then all I'm going to do is chuck these in a bag, the old resealable bag, you know what I mean? So they can marinate in the fridge. And then they're going on a KAMADO Joe. The only thing that I might do, that's because I'm a bit of a fucking pussy, is I might make up a little yogurt dip just in case the old Cuban's a bit too hot for me, do you know what I mean? But anyway, we'll see how we get on. So very straightforward, guys, simple cuts. I like to make them quite big chunks, you know what I mean? Don't have to be too small, but should be able to get at least 4 kebabs out of this, I would have thought. So this half is going to be Cuban, and this half is going to be honey chili. So very straightforward. All we're going to do is get the old resealable bag, chuck that little lot in one, which is pretty much 2 and a bit chicken breasts. Then we're going to get another one of these bad boys and chuck the other lot in there. Nice when you're doing one cook, but you're getting 2 different flavours, you know what I mean? I'm sure they're going to be lovely. We shall soon find out. Right, let's give these old pinkies a bit of a wash. All we're going to do is give these a little sprinkle. First things first, we've got our Angus Oink honey chili. Boom. This is lovely, by the way. I have tried this many times. Highly recommend it. And it's kind of like my get out of jail in case that's too hot. And then just give them a squidge. Then we're going to repeat the process with our Cuban. Now, it smells lovely. I'll give it that, that's for sure. And give that a little bit of a wash name in there. I suppose you're probably putting in there, I don't know, 2-3 tablespoons. All I like to see is a nice bit of colour on them. That's all I look for. So I'm not really going to measure it out. If I don't see enough colour, I'll chuck some more in it. And guys, that's pretty much it. This lot's going in the fridge for 3 hours, and I shall see you in 3 hours. Hi guys, right, we've got half hour before this KAMADO Joe is ready. So in the interest of health and safety, i.e. my tongue, I don't want to burn it, I am going to make up a little like yogurty dip just in case that Cuban is a bit too hot for me. Probably going to be all right for my missus, but probably a bit too hot for me. I know what I'm like. So anyway, in here we have got a cup of Greek yogurt. To that, we are going to add, we're going to add a couple of teaspoons of olive oil. You know, Popeye's missus, in she pops. Okay. Then in here we have a quarter of a teaspoon of salt, a quarter of a teaspoon of onion powder, a quarter of a teaspoon of garlic powder, and we also have a quarter of a teaspoon of the Pit Pro peppery lemon seasoning. Now you can just do a quarter of a teaspoon of pepper and a quarter of a teaspoon of some sort of lemon zesty seasoning, but I went with that because it was nice the other day. So that little lot's going in there. We're going to give that a little mix up, and then to that I am going to add the juice of half a lime. Now that's personal preference. You want to stick a bit extra in there, knock yourself out. All right, give this a good old stir up. And my plan is to hopefully this will cool this down. Then to that we are going to add 2 teaspoons of freshly chopped basil. All right, in she pop. Okay, get it all in, not waste not. And this is going to be our yogurty cool down. I don't even know if there's such a thing as a yogurty cool down, but I'm getting nervous. Let's have a quick taste. Well, I've got to be honest, it might need a little bit. I'm going to give this another little squeeze of lime in there. Okay. And for my own personal preference, I am going to give it a little bit of extra salt and a little bit of extra black pepper. And guys, that's pretty much it. Now, once the old KAMADO KONNECT gets itself up to temperature 350, I shall bring out the old kebabs, the chicken, stick it on some skewers, and it's going on there. I reckon it's only going to take about 25 minutes to cook up, to be honest with you. That's better. Lovely. Happy days. Right, guys. I'll see you in about 20 minutes. Right, guys, we've got 5 minutes before the old KAMADO Connect is up to 10. So, what we're going to do is we're going to start the older skewering process. In here, we have the Cuban. This one's the hot one, okay? So, we shall start with this one first. And very straightforward, guys. It ain't rocket science. Just stick these bad boys on the end of there, like so. Now, you ain't going to want to watch me doing this, so I will fast forward this bit, all right? I would like to have a big shout out to my daughter. I'm so proud of her. We just watched her at a last show, Legally Blonde, massive production. She was absolutely amazing. I mean, she blew me out the water. She really did. And a big thank you to Swish and all the cast and crew that helped make it happen. They all did a great, magnificent job. It was a spectacular show. I do love kebabs. Just such an easy go-to food, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? What do you want for dinner, love? Kebab? Happy days. And then the last bit. So this is the Cuban. Talking of Cuban, reminds me of Cuban heels. My wife bought me a set of mullets. Now, I don't know if anyone knows what they are, but they are trainers. They've got like a heel in the back of them that make you sort of stand up like this. Well, fuck me gently. I've got to say, I don't know, I look a lot fucking taller in them, especially someone like me who is vertically challenged. And it was funny because I didn't tell my boy, and then I stood next to him and he looked at me like that and he went, fucking how funny it was. So if anyone is thinking about it, I would highly recommend it. You know, I'm going to change gloves purely in the interest of making sure we don't get any cross-contamination. You know what I mean? This is our honey chili. So we've got our Cuban and our honey chili, all right? Make them all the same sort of length-ish. Lovely. It's only me and my daughter for dinner tonight. The wife's out on a spa day. I know, I can hear you. She's got the fucking life. And how's that? Oh, KAMADO Joe has just reached temperature. It was almost meant to be, guys. It was meant to be. That on there like so. Now, as I said, we're going to stick these in on an indirect and then give them a little finish off on a direct at the end, just to give them a little bit of char, because we all like a little bit of char. And there we have it, guys. So, recap. We have got honey chili over here and Cuban over here. Now, let's hope we don't get around the wrong way, eh? Right, very simple. I'm going to bring you over. Very straightforward, guys. We're going to give a little spray for the stickage. Going to go with Angus Oink honey chili on the right. Listen for the sizzle, lovely. And then we're going to go with the Angus Oink Cuban on the left. Here we go, lovely. Right, I reckon I'll be back in about 10-15 minutes to give those a flip. I'll see you then. Right, guys, that's 10 minutes. Let's have a butcher's. Oh, happy days. Give them a flip. There we go. Oh, mate, they look fucking magic, guys. They look magic. Right, I'll see you in 15 minutes. Okie dokie, guys. Woo! Look at them. Happy days. Plan is this. Whack this baby up. We're going to take these babies off, and then we're going to set up the old direct. Let's take this off, get that out of the way, just to get a bit of char. You can't beat a bit of char. Right, guys, we are ready. Let's set a bit of char on the go over here. Listen for the sizzle. Just going to give these a quick splash. They don't need a lot. Lovely jubbly. Just to get a little bit of extra colour on them. Do you know what I mean? Okay, guys, that's it. We're done. They are coming off. Okie dokie, guys. Right. Over here on the left, we've got our Cuban. And over here on the right, we have got our honey chili. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try a bit of this Cuban first before I make a decision whether the wife's getting the hot one or I. So here we go. Are you ready? Oh, that's fucking lovely, that. I thought that was going to be a lot hotter than that, guys. I thought that was going to be a lot hotter. I'll try a bit of the old honey chili. That on there. Oh, that's lovely and all. Oh, that is lovely. Right, see what I'm going to do. Fuck it, I'm going to have one of each. I am going to go with the Cuban first because I haven't had that before. So, let's bring this bad boy over and see where we're at. Stick this bad boy on here, quick one through, and then we are going to start our build. So, bit of the old Cuban. Oh, God, I'm going to be able to get very far out the fucking pit, am I? Silly sods. There we go. That's it, we're ready. Let's bring this bad boy off. Let's start our build. Are you ready? Very straightforward, guys. I'm going to take some of the old Cuban. That's going to go right in the middle like that. Oh, slippery sucker. That one down there like that. And might as well put that last little bit in there though. Like so. Now to that, I'm going to add some of our Greek yogurt dip. Lovely. Keeping it simple, guys, keeping it simple. Bit of red onion. Do love a bit of red onion. Let's add that bit and all. Oh, lovely. And just a little bit of greenery. I mean, a little bit of greenery in there. And here we have it, guys. Give her a little wrap. Are you ready? Oh, happy days. A little bit more of that in there. Oh, the old Cuban and our yogurt rub. I can't wait to try it with the old honey chili and our yogurt rub. I'm going to have that in a minute. Anyway, I promise you, if anyone put that in front of you, you wouldn't be upset. Now remember, don't forget to push all the fucking buttons, and I'll see you next time.